flu shot, you think, okay, I'm protected.
This year's vaccine, though, is less effective than ever before, and in some of these flu cases, the results have been deadly. Our Crystal Haynes looked into it.
The flu fight is in full swing, and it's a battle many of us are losing this season.
Yesterday, they called me from school that I needed to go get her. She had a fever of 101.5.
Anneli Amaya scheduled her daughter Maggie for a checkup right away.
Whenever I swallow, it hurts.
Anneli tells me she thought for sure it wasn't the flu.
2 years ago, they didn't get it, and they got really, really sick. And then last year, I was like, they're gonna get it.
But now, all 3 of her girls are sick.
They got the vaccine, but they still had the symptoms.
Anneli and her family are among the millions who got this season's flu vaccine, only to find out it was only 23% effective. Children, the elderly, and those with underlying medical conditions are the most at risk.
This time it just got worse.
Very young.
Boston saw its first flu death early January after 23-year-old sickle cell anemia sufferer Louis Cabral died at Boston Medical Center after falling into a coma.
I was trusting the vaccine, thinking that we were going to be safe, not getting sick, but to see my kids feeling like having the symptoms, it's like, oh my God, should I get it again next year?
The World Health Organization estimates that 3 to 5 million people globally become severely ill with the flu each year. 250,000 to 500,000 people die each year. Here in the U.S., the CDC reported 61 flu-related deaths in children during the 2014-2015 season, with Texas seeing the highest number to date.
With literally millions of lives at stake, I asked cutting-edge researchers here at Northeastern University how vaccine developers could have gotten it so wrong.
What they do is they look at what strains of influenza were around last year to develop the vaccine for this year.
Basically, vaccine developers guess, taking a risk with your help. This year, the strain they used for the vaccine mutated. Head of the Chemical Engineering Department, Dr. Thomas Webster.
We really, in my opinion, need to rethink our whole way of treating the flu or other viruses.
And that's with nanotechnology.
What we can do in the body is if we were to use this as a vaccine, we could direct, not with really this, but something more powerful, where these particles go in the body.
These tiny soldiers attack the flu virus where it lives, on a cellular level.
So you can develop these nanoparticles to stay long time in your circulation in the body. Once a virus is identified, attach to the virus, disrupt its structure, and therefore make that virus useless.
Despite the reduced effectiveness of this season's flu vaccine, doctors tell me they're still going to recommend that their patients get it because some protection is better than no protection at all. I'm Crystal Haynes, Fox 25 News.
Congress asking public health officials tough questions after flu and measles cases raise red flags all across the country. The CDC knew in late September the flu vaccine was mismatched against the prevalent strain, but didn't warn the public about that until December. Also, public health officials taking a more proactive stance on measles, warning parents to vaccinate their kids now that more than 100 cases have been confirmed in 14 states this year. By the way, no measles cases have been confirmed in Massachusetts. If you